we're told to don't talk about it, right? Like don't make a big deal out of it. Hide it, just cover up and don't cause any problems. But to actually look at it and look at, like how we did it earlier with our energy within us, also with people, to really look at it and address it and talk about it. And that was the worst thing for me, aside from just being touched, like, okay, whatever, but like that I couldn't talk about it, that it was wrong to talk about it. Like that was really the disturbing thing. And that I thought I did something wrong. It's just openly, like I would have forgiven in a second, right? But that you can't talk about it. You can't look at it. You have to hide that shit away. And what I learned with Dr. Gabor Mate is that the predatory people, they really they seek out victims, and they have this radar, and they can tell when people are carrying the shame in their body, and they look away and they cave in. Those are the people that are being targeted, not the people that look them into the eyes and see them. So all this, of course, came up for me as I was going on lives. In fact, I didn't for a long time because of that. And I thought, well, if men are watching, then I must be doing something wrong. So that same conclusion came up for me, because my content is for women. So how could I attract this? Like, this is bad. I'm doing something wrong. And even women have told me that my content is too sensual, just pictures. And I got comments from friends that meant it well. I was like, well, there's many men watching online. And someone even said to me, I shouldn't talk about deeper sexuality online, and people could misunderstand it, and men could misunderstand it. But I think, why hide away the most precious thing because of the world? Because there's distortion in the world. Because some people give into distortion. Like, is that really the solution, to hide because of predators out there, because of distortion in the world? Like, I believe that the solution is exactly the opposite, to not hide and to not be quiet and to even speak directly to it. And I just want to call out that bullshit that women take on responsibility that is not theirs and feel bad about it and protect others, and they carry the weight and the shame and the guilt, which is making them sick. So stop carrying other people's responsibility. And what is truly our responsibility? My responsibility lies in to what I deeply know, to what I truly know to do, and to be this vessel for it, and let it move through me, to let it surface and not cover it up, to share it freely and to not hold back anymore, to be a devotee and a lover of the deep feminine, to speak about it and to speak from it. And that is my true voice. What is it for you? What's coming through? And as with anything real, we can either allow that into our heart, or we can feed it to distortion. We can either let it gently take our agendas apart, or we can use it for our agendas to feed our issues, those made-up issues and those fake identities, and we can drag that through the dirt because it's perfect material for that. So whoever chooses the latter, that is on them. Don't carry that for others. There are no victims of women radiating their life force and speaking openly and speaking what they know. And so much fear is instilled into women of being inappropriate. But you only know how you meant something, your intention. When you check in honestly, did you ask for it? And I imagine many of you had an experience like that, because most women do. Or even if you didn't, just check in. Are you asking for it? When they say she asked for it, are you asking for it really? Or was that not on your radar at all? It wasn't on mine as a 15-year-old girl visiting, hanging out with my relative that I trusted and loved. I didn't ask for it. Because nobody does. Nobody does. Were you in your magical essence, in your love, or were you really manipulative? If you were, then that's good to see too. But if you weren't, why carry that? Did you really dress up to seduce? Or did you dress up to express yourself? Because you liked it, because you love it, because it makes source flow through you. And it doesn't matter what others say or think. They will always think something, because only you truly know. And there's a massive misunderstanding when it comes to sexuality, intimacy, and expression. Our source is life force, and that is sexuality. That is sensuality. And the only true way of being or doing anything is intimately. Being anything else is not being authentic, is not being congruent, connected, aligned with what we came from, with what we really are. And it's always going to be forced, performative, exhausting, till we're aligned and tapped in. And I think you can probably also feel the difference in me right now, that I relaxed into me speaking from a deeper voice, not doing the coping and the personality, and that's fine, you know. And we can do both, right? We don't have to decide, be like either I'm this or I'm that. No, we can move through it, and you can let it be seen. It gives permission to others to do the same. And the cost of if we don't do that, if we hide away the most precious and what we truly know, the cost is, the loss is bigger than we can even fathom, I think. It's what we came here for. You're gonna miss that because of the distortion in the world? So is our job really to hide and protect that? First of all, again, other people giving into distortion is not our responsibility. Only if you give into distortion, that is your responsibility. Number two, does it make sense to hide it when a world full of distortion needs more of the real? Then how does it make sense to hide the real? And three, does it truly need protection? The most real, the most ancient, the most powerful force on earth and beyond. It doesn't need protection. So what's really at stake if we shy away because it's uncomfortable or because of what someone else could think? So as I was feeling and pondering all of this, I saw something else. I saw that the most terrible part, like what's terrible about it for me isn't even the thought, like when I go live and someone would get off of me online. It's not even that. Oh, that's disgusting. But or even in real life, and God forbid it happens again, but that's not even my biggest fear, actually. I notice my biggest fear about it is my own judgment about it. That this is so evil, it's not allowed to happen. It's not allowed to happen. It's the worst part for me is actually just, again, my not okayness. Me not accepting it. Me having an issue with it. Me having an agenda. And in deeper reality, that's the only thing that is really wrong about it. Like, I know this is an intense change of perspective for most of us, and I'm still working on letting this in fully. But that's what I really know the truth of. And it doesn't mean that in actuality we shouldn't do like everything to try and protect ourselves and our children from assault, obviously. But I know also that I can be okay in anything. That something that does happen to me, again, wouldn't even be the worst part. But the worst part would be me compromising what I came here for, who I really am, what I know to express. What my body is for, what it's a vessel for. If I'm not aligned with that magical, juicy flow that's ready to gush out of us any moment we stop covering it up, that would be the real loss. That would be the real tragedy. And that would be on me. And you know what? Being misunderstood is a necessary part of it. Because otherwise you couldn't really gotten by others if you wouldn't be misunderstood by some. Like when you're coming to a point where you're not vanilla anymore, a point where people split around you naturally, where not everyone can relate anymore, like that's it, then you're doing something right. So it's not a bad thing. It's a sign that you're on your cutting edge, you're doing it right. So being misunderstood by some is of the essence. So see it as a good thing. This fear of, what if I'm being misunderstood? Oh my God, right? That was so huge in me too. And it still comes up. Allow others to misunderstand you and not see you. Allow them. Set it free. And I find explaining things more and more rarely ever works, but what really works is the speaking from it. And if the other person isn't ready to receive, that's okay too. Maybe don't even speak much at all, let's say in a relationship, then just be it. Be it so that it's so simply undeniable. Like everyone can see it and taste it in the unseen, what you're in, what you know, what you are, what you're about. That it's so thick and rich and juicy in the space, even in the online space. Like, do you feel a difference right now? Versus than me just going through step A, step B, step C, and then that same thing can resonate in the other. Like, even if you don't understand it all right now, what I'm talking about, but the same thing resonates in you. So when you speak like this online, it will resonate with people. Even the ones that give into distortion, they're still somehow touched by it. that part of them that's real, that does get touched, if they admit it or not. Even if they do something dishonest with their energy. And they might only see it much later. Maybe not even in this lifetime. But that's not your job to change that. So again, what is our job? I believe with all my heart that we need to stop hiding what is most precious and dumb it down, make it more digestible, put it in boxes, tone it down, be more mediocre, be more like others. Especially as women, I believe we need to let ourselves be entirely visible if we want to have what we truly desire in our heart. Unadorned, in all our beauty, and in all the rest, in all of you. So let that gush out and show up while you're shaking. You don't need to be perfect first. Like being the real you in all of it, like that's the real beauty. That's what is truly mesmerizing, even addictive. And that is what we all are really longing to see in each other. That's what people are really longing for. Aside from you doing everything right, having it all figured out, nobody cares. Everyone wants this. Because this is what we are and this is what we came here for. And if you let them experience this in themselves, so that they can see themselves when they're with you, they will want to be with you. They can relax around you. They can open up like a flower around you. They can breathe around you.